What's going on, people? What is going on? This is your boy Six Man K Styles, and you are now tuning in to the Six Man Convo. Let's get it. Hey, wait a minute. Something's not right here.
What
Something's
the
not right.
hell? I did it just right. What the?
Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is. That's it right there. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the generation that proudly brings to you. It is AFNATL's tag team. No, that's not it. That's not it. Nah, we can't do that. We can't steal the Swillo. This is your man, Six Man K Styles, on a beautiful Tuesday night, which means the Six Man combo is in full effect. And you are tuning in with your boy also to the stage left, Mad My Sports. Booyah!
What's happening?
And we got 3 words for everybody. You know, if it was DS, we say we got 2 words for you, but over here we got 3 words for you. And what are those 3 words, Mike?
Bro, God.
And today's roll call comes to YMOF Jamal, Joseph Ford, Bubba Gump, John Higgins, Big Ant. Shouts out to the big man. We got the professor in the building as well. We got Tiff Sports and Gaming, Rodney H, Nathan Floyd, Terry Mitchell, Michael Walker. We got the little homie, the young gunner, ATM 534. That's the residential barber of the Unholy Alliance and the receipt man. So you better watch what you say, because it will be used against you in the car.
Can and will be used against you.
Clink, clink.
Clink.
Jack Savage, Brian Peoples, Darnell Partridge, Matt Town, Mike, ATL Leo. We got the therapist, Marwin, in the building. We got Low Ski. We got our personal favorite guy, Jarvis Williams, King Quest, Bubba Gump, Billy Mills, Dreddy, Dee, Virgo Life, Pamela, what's going on? Bobby Boy, Lyrics Mom. Got Maggie T in the building, Ezekiel Basie, Charles West, Robert Bennett. And we coming in 3, 2.
Cleopatra coming at you. Cleopatra coming at you. I just heard that song in my head. I don't know why I heard that song in my head. I blame it on my little sisters because they wore the hell out of that song.
Hey, I about to say something happened. We had a special surprise that done disappeared on us right quick.
It's coming. It's coming.
So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Hey, the final 53 has been determined. We now know who we got riding with these Dirty Birds this year. Now, if you watched last night's show, I said I was hoping I was wrong that Damian Williams was not part of these cuts. I'm glad I was wrong. But let's talk about something right quick. I want to definitely give special shouts outs to these guys for making the 53 that had a slim chance of making it. And that is D. Alford, Nathan Lamon, Timothy Horn, Jarrett Bernhardt. Now, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, people. Wait a minute. So before I get into this, let me go ahead and put it up right quick so we get them ready. It's sexual, baby. Oh. And he want to give it all to you. Yeah, right on. If you don't know who that is, man, that is the people's champ over here. This is our people, LT. What's going on, homie? I see you got about two of them down here, so I can figure out which one is which. Yo.
God.
Oh. What's good? And also Quentin Bell as well. Quentin Bell, like I said, we got quite a few undrafted free agents and guys that were loan shots that made this team, man. It's an honor to have LT with us, so we can go ahead and talk about this 53-man roster. So as we know, some of the popular names that got cut were Quadri Olson, Frank Darby, were the two of the main ones that kind of got people, rubbed the people the wrong way. How did y'all feel about the announcement of this 53? Because the theme that I've seen with these guys here, and y'all can probably elaborate, is they're essentially looking for a type of player that serves multiple purposes besides the positions they play. Like I said, the one that made everybody mad was Jalen Mayfield was still on the damn team. But you have to remember with Jalen Mayfield, he's a guard and a tackle. He's pretty much going to be your swing lineman at this point until he be able to develop. Oh yeah. Also.
All right. So let me. Oh.
Well, let me go ahead and set it up for you. So outside of that, they cut the very so popular Justin Schaefer, who everybody just expected to be the left guard because he went to the University of Georgia. Yeah, we told you before, this is the bad guy era. They don't give a damn about none of that. Wait a minute. I think D. Coleman gave you a new nickname. I think he called you Screaming Norman Smiley.
Damn.
But let me get this $5 super chat out the way. This was at the beginning of the show. I don't want to shit. Where is it? I had it. Let me get this super chat out the way, man, because he definitely Rodney H said I have a gut feeling that our offense is going to be more be more explosive than 2016. We're going to answer that here in a little bit, but I want to get my takes from my brothers over here on how they feel. We definitely appreciate Rodney H for that $5 super chat. So go ahead, LT, man. What's your thoughts on this 53?
I feel like The 53-man roster that they chose is the guy that they wanted. For the people that probably didn't want Mayfield, let me tell you something. This man played 4 years at Michigan at right tackle. When he got drafted, he spent all of training camp and the preseason playing right tackle. Then week 1 of the NFL season, they tell him you're starting at left guard. He plays 17 games at left guard throughout the duration of the season last season. You start off camp this year playing left tackle, and you spent the preseason playing left tackle. People got to understand, Jalen Mayfield is like they literally has this man all over the place. I don't know what people expect, and people trying to say like he suck at it. Like you got to. I don't think folks really understand how hard it is to be playing multiple positions like he has. That's a lot, especially when you spent most of your time playing right tackle. You know how to maneuver as a right tackle, but then to go from being a right tackle to a left guard to a left tackle, that's major adjustment. So that lets you know they're using Jalen as a swing guy. So in case if anybody goes down, they can plug Jalen in that spot, and it won't be no issues. Pass protection, he might have some struggles there, but he showed last season that he's a damn good run blocker. If y'all notice, like as the season progressed, you started to notice most of our big runs came off the side where Jalen and Jake Matthews was on. So he's a plus on that. Now, for anybody that has paid attention to me, I don't know if I actually said this on the show, but I know in one of my spaces I definitely said that Bernhardt was I was keeping an eye on him because I know after the week 1 matchup when he caught the game-winning touchdown from Ritter, I did research to find out that he was a former lacrosse player. He actually basically the equivalent of a Heisman for college football. He won that for lacrosse. Then for you to go out and like he transferred from a D1 school out of Maryland to go to a D2 school in I think called Ferris State and won a national championship at a D2 level at playing quarterback. Like when I did that, I said this guy could virtually be our Julian Edelman. That's exactly how I saw him. And then week 2 against the Jets, he had 3 big catches on a drive that gave us points. I said, then okay, he's showing what I'm believe that he could be. And then even though he had 1 catch in the last preseason in the last game, it was a crucial 3rd down catch that led to a 1st down, and he caught it between 2 defenders. And he was able to snag it out the air and bring it in, showing strong hands. So I feel like I said that him making the roster did not surprise me at all. After what I've seen out of him against the Jets, I feel like I said if he had a decent showing, he was gonna make the team, and he did make the team. And the beautiful part about it, the man is he's a physical guy. By him playing lacrosse, he has the physical attributes, so he don't mind run blocking. That's another part of Arthur Smith offense you have to look into. He wants receivers that gonna be able to put their hands on people and impose them with their will. Bernhardt has those physicalities. So I mean, for me, there's really no surprise people on this roster. I will say this: Allison did catch me on the low, but it wasn't much because at the same time, he has had 2 years to prove himself, and also he's not necessarily Arthur Smith guy per se. Now he had a decent preseason. I felt like he done enough for him to be on the roster, but by him being cut lets me know okay, they probably didn't feel like he was the type of guy that do. That's why they drafted Tyler Algier, and you see Algier made the cut, even though we drafted Schaefer this past year's draft, and he didn't make the cut. So, like I said, I feel like the team is constructed the way they want to be constructed on both sides of the ball. Defensively, I would say Tangelo being released. It wasn't a shocker, but him and Anderson they weren't shockers, but it was like they did show enough where you could bring them back on the practice squad. I mean, and say who knows, like those guys might get a call up, or they might go elsewhere. They put enough on. They put enough on film for other teams to look at them like those guys might be quality guys for us. We might want to take them off the waiver wire. So like like I said, I actually like the team that they chose, and let's just try to go ahead and do what we can for the season.
Right. And I have a $2 super chat from the Lonely Wolf. He said we upset that we cut the butcher. Yeah, that one's kind of shocked me a little bit, but I kind of see where they was going with it as far as with the Timothy Horn. And like I said, keeping him because you still have that youth and you can still train that up. So
Right.
we definitely appreciate that $2 super chat right there, man. Let's see. Get a couple of these comments here, man. The Crimes here said that Arthur Smith will have some trick plays with Bernhard. Let's see. D. Coleman here said Olsen and Huntley getting cut was kind of surprising. Like you said, Tyler Algier running the way he is. I think the confidence they have in Damian Williams and Cordero Patterson, it really is not as shocking as it seems. But hey, man, I like the roster they got here. So, Mike, floor is yours, my brother. Floor is yours.
I want to throw out a number, and I literally just made this up. Got this on the fly. Thought about this on the fly. We got 3 playoff teams. The first team is the Cincinnati Bengals. Second team, two playoff teams. Cincinnati, Baltimore Ravens, and Tennessee Titans. They have one thing in common. Both those teams won at least 8. All of those teams won at least 8 games. But they have one thing in common.
And what is that one thing in common they have for us, Mike?
Every last one of those teams gave up more than 45 sacks in the entire year. The Cincinnati Bengals gave up. Cincinnati Bengals gave up 55. The Ravens gave up 57, and the Tennessee Titans gave up 47 sacks. Why would I mention that? Well, this shows you that despite the inefficiency of an offensive line and ability to protect the quarterback as far as his pass protection is concerned, you still got to have balance. Those teams also have one thing in common. They're top rushing. The top 15 teams in rushing. This is where we talk about balance and why the Atlanta Falcons have struggled throughout this entire, 3 to 5 years. Because we don't have that balance. They also have one more thing in common. Every last one of those teams can stop the run, which brings up to you guys' point. Gotta have the ability to run the damn ball. and you got to be able to stop the damn run. Okay, it doesn't matter how many yards you pass for.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how much you throw the ball for 5,000 some plus yards, whatever Cincinnati the number that Cincinnati had. They couldn't run the ball. They neglected the running game, and this is something that K Styles talked about in the Super Bowl. They stopped running the ball when it literally saved the entire year because they gave up the third most sacks in the year. So this is the one of the reasons why your boy is still on this team. Are we talking about Jalen Mayfield? Jalen Mayfield may not be the best pass protector, but one thing that we do know, he will put your grandmama on her ass if she got in front of him. Okay? So running the damn ball, we see is paramount. And one more thing that I wanted to speak on too is that when you look at this Atlanta Falcons team and where they're going, and it's something that I want everybody to understand this. Everybody hear this. Falcons do not want guys who are one-dimensional. Most of the guys that were cut can only do one thing well. Quadri Olsen, a guy, I think he's a good runner, but can he hit the ball out of the backfield? And probably not. Can he pass protect? And probably not. He's just a runner. The same thing for Caleb Hunter. The running backs that they have on the roster, all three of those guys got one thing coming. Damian Williams, obviously he's a runner, but he can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's a great pass protector.
Mm-hmm.
You got CP. CP can just do it all. Avery Williams, he's a guy that can do it. He's a punt returner and he's a runner. He can play DB. You can do multiple things with him. This is where the Atlanta Falcons are going. They want players that's not only going to be good at their one particular position, but you have to be able to offer the team something at somewhere else, whether it's special teams, running the ball or getting the ball out of the backfield. But this is what you're seeing with the Atlanta Falcons. That's the change. You got to have the ability to have, flexibility. You got to have flexibility as a player. You got to have the ability to do multiple things.
I like that. I like both points. Both points well spoken. Marwin here said the new Falcons culture is versatility. So yes, everybody is kind of agreeing on that. But there was a couple of other guys that made this 53-man roster that kind of interest me just a little bit more. And that is Damiere Byrd and Kadero Hodge. Reason why it interests me a little bit is because if we know the build-up coming up to this point, we as Falcon fans was bragging about the Falcons having these basketball team wide receivers on our team. We think we gonna have about 4 or 5 wide receivers over 6'4". We're all Tate and stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, by looking at this list, it just goes back to what we're talking about is having versatility. Is like your receiving core has versatile pieces. Like you said, you have the downfield hit ability with a Demir Bird. You have downfield hit ability with Kyle Pitts, Alameda Zaccheaus. You got possession receivers in a Drake London, in a Brian Edwards. You got the same thing with Cordero Patterson. So you have a more balanced attack and you have an opportunity to hit all three levels with the guys you have. And you said one of the major things too, as far as the sacks and about the teams being top 15 in rushing. That's how you protect the quarterback. You give him the easy throws, you run the ball, and you give these wide receivers and playmakers opportunity to get yak yardage. And these are guys that can definitely give you that yak yardage. But I kind of thought that was very interesting. Like I said, Bernhardt's and oh yeah, and I got a question for both of y'all too, since we speaking on the wide receivers here. Why do you think when they talk about Jarrett Bernhardt and LT named all the accolades that he had, especially with football, why do you think that they always negate the fact that he played football as if his college career never mattered?
I think it's because of the fact that he played at a D2 school. Nobody ain't know nothing about him. Like a lot of people got to realize, like Bernhardt started playing football like a couple years ago, maybe last year, and then you got to also look at the fact that this man also went from being a QB to a wide receiver in May, as when he was an undrafted free agent. For you to go from an undrafted free agent to and you switching the position, playing wide receiver, and for you to make this roster, and quite frankly, a lot of people might not think about this. We don't know what people are doing behind closed doors, because again, Bernhardt was a quarterback in college. How you don't know they might be telling him to learn the QB position just in case.
Or by being a former quarterback, he can see the field a little bit differently than the other wide receivers as well.
I mean, of course, that plays a part in it. But like when you spoke on versatility, he can play multiple positions.
Right. We gotta realize he's actually a lot bigger than most people. He's a lot bigger than he looks. Like when you look at him on the screen, he doesn't look big. He don't look big at all. But the fact that this guy is about 6'2", 200 pounds is like, really? Well, you look like you 5'10" on the damn screen. But we gotta put respect on lacrosse players, because that motherfucking shit ain't easy. It ain't easy. I'm telling y'all right now. Why the hell you think Jim Brown was throwing everybody around in the 60s? We forget Jim Brown was a lacrosse player.
Yeah.
But that's a little piece of history most folks probably didn't even know. One of the greatest running backs of all time was a lacrosse player. Yeah. But as much as the Bernhardt signing was good, somebody had to get the brunt of it. Somebody had to get cut. You already know where I'm going with this. The backlash of Frank Darby and Justin Schaefer getting woo, boy. What do y'all think about that little episode? Because I thought that was pretty funny to see that today.
Let me get this out of the way. I've seen people that literally said last week during the game Oh yeah, Frank Darby on the team. Oh man, did y'all see that catch? You see how excited the team was for him? They really like his energy. They like him being on the team. And Arthur Smith said, "We don't give a fuck." Excuse my language, but that's just what it is right there. We don't give a fuck. I
Right.
mean, can you? Yeah, having good energy is well is all well and good, but can you be a football player and you can't do that? You cannot do that. Not to our standard. So unfortunately, even though we did draft you last year, we got to cut you this year. It is what it is. Like I understand people. We all know how it is to have fan favorites. Everybody have a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? But we are now in the era and with a new regime. They don't give a damn about your fan favorite. They showed you that last year. Julio Jones was once one of the most beloved Falcons. And literally, their first official move that they did as an organization, they traded his ass without a second thought. That's one Falcon fan. That's one beloved player that's gone. And even though be that as it may, half the fan base loved him, half the fan base hated him, they traded Matt Ryan a year later. Two beloved Falcons gone. They don't give a
Right.
damn about your fandom. We
Right.
came here to win.
Right. All right, man. Like I said, we right at the halfway mark, man. I'm need the people go ahead and hit that like button. Help us on the algorithm side of the game. We have about 120 people in here. You need at least about 14 more likes. And while we doing that, we're going to take a visual intermission break right quick to let you know that we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in as usual. And like I said, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button, man. Because like I said, we trying to get the message out here. We want to be the Falcons content creators that you need in your life. So we would definitely appreciate you to share this with your mama, the house dog, the wino down the street at the liquor store, the weed man, whatever. You let them know.
Put pass, motherfucker. Put pass.
So we just need about all right. We definitely appreciate that, man. We try to keep the engagement above the 50% line. So getting back to this conversation as well. Do y'all want to get into the next part of it, or y'all still got anything else to talk about as far as these cuts,
Just
man?
enough dancing, enough booty shaking, gritty, and all that other bullshit. We need some football players.
Hey, look, I was about to say he gritted his ass onto the waiver wires, right?
Look, all that. Look, it's a new day up in here, man. All right, it's a new day.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
So
That's all I got to say about that.
So what my thought on that is, as far as the Frank Darby thing is, like we said before, the energy, and Noah kind of said it here as far as they were talking about the Falcons was kind of bigging up the fact that you need a teammate like Frank Darby that proceed to cut his ass a week later. But it's just one of those issues where he probably hasn't progressed enough as far as where they needed him to be at to really keep him afloat outside of just being a special teams guy. Like you said, versatility. This is what the Falcons are looking for. And Frank Darby has not really proved to the coaches that he can be a valuable asset on the field. I mean, even in this preseason where he's caught 3 passes, there's plenty of opportunities that he had that he muffed on as far as getting open and running routes to where it just looked bad. Desmond Ritter threw one of the worst balls I've ever seen out of bounds. Come to find out, Darby ran the wrong route. And shouts out to Utah Sports for pointing that out last week. Jew, yeah, he pointed that out last week. And that's stuff you don't do. Like you said, Jared Bernhardt, like you said, barring you may say, well, it's against second, third string Jets players and Lions players and Jaguars players, is he's shown the most consistency of all the wide receivers they've had playing. This is why he earned the opportunity. This is why you see him breaking those zones. You see him running those out routes, them flag routes. You didn't really see that too much of that from Frank Darby. So unfortunately for the people that love Frank Darby, he just didn't cut the mustard. Now, could they possibly bring him back to be on the practice squad? We don't know. Somebody said, I forgot. Somebody said, I forgot Frank Darby was still on the team. Oh, Lord, Grady said, rumor is that he was joking and dancing still after they cut him. That's like I said, it's fun, it's swagged out. Like I said, you can gritty to it and stuff like that, but coaches can look at that and be like, this dude don't take this serious. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care nothing about that. I mean, Arthur Smith gets irritated and annoyed when D-Led and company ask stupid questions. What the hell do you think he gonna do with a smiling, jumping beam, all right, on the sideline, who's always jumping and smiling, doing all this extra stuff, but he's not, progressing on the field? You think he's gonna be nice to him? You think he's gonna keep him around because he's happy and he's smiling? He entertaining the fans? I can bring him back as a position coach. We can bring back Frank as a position coach. If that's what he want to do, let's make the players happy. Let's put like I said, I'm not even gonna degrade him and disrespect him and say, all right, he need to be, Freddie the Falcon and shit. Look, let him be a coach. Maybe being a player ain't his thing. Some players need to know that a lot sooner. Sometimes your ass just sucks. You're not good enough to be in the NFL. So, like I said, I think he got his opportunity, a lot faster, but we figured out what he was. You know what I'm saying? We figured out what he was. And at the end of the day, man, my thing is that I don't give a damn about all that smiling. I don't give a damn about all y'all in this chat who up here probably in their feelings. If he ain't catching more than one pass a year, what the hell we talking about? Can somebody give me Frank Darby numbers? Somebody right now in the chat give me Frank Darby numbers from last year and this season. I guarantee you it ain't over 15.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, man, we got another treat for everybody, man. We got one of our young gunners coming in here as well. I wonder if he's ready, so we're going to put him on the screen now.
Yo.
Trey, what's going on, man?
What's going on,
y'all?
How you doing?
What you got for us, man? What you got for us?
I'm going to let Mike finish, but, man.
I'm done. I ain't going to tell that damn... look, that man
go.
The damn strip in the club. Man, asking for money. Do what you want me to do.
What? Wait a second.
Get on that and tap dance, go shit
I don't want a problem. What's wrong with a girl want to ride without being taught? up there getting his damn genuine Cisco on and ain't did a damn thing in 20 years.
Let me say this real quick. Let me just say this. What I had a problem with his statement, he didn't say anything about his game. And this is why I was talking to Trevor about this earlier. The reason why I have a problem with Frank Darby, because he never said he was going to improve as a player. He said, quote, I'm not going to stop being who I am. I'm going to be happy and bring that energy. Who the hell cares? Can you catch the damn ball? Can you run a route? Can you run the right route? Are you a good special teams player? Or can you block? I don't give a damn about your energy. Hell, man, Mike got energy. You see my crazy ass every damn day. Look, you want energy? Do a damn podcast. But I don't need you running out. I don't need you on the damn Falcons roster. Energy. I don't give a damn about that shit. Get your ass on the damn start catching damn balls up here. Complaining about
if I want to know anything about energy, I just put on that Carrie Hits song.
Bruh.
Man, we got enough energy.
No.
Hey, I'm about to say, we got enough energy. You see these lights is on the camera, so yeah, I got plenty of energy.
Yeah, boy.
Bro, we got enough energy. We're up here talking about energy. You just got cut from a team, and you talking about, ain't nobody gonna change my energy. Do some damn push-ups or something. I'm just talking about some damn energy.
Don't be disrespectful.
Damn.
He ain't look. I apologize, people, in advance. Frank Darby ain't gonna come on this channel, so look. I wish
you might be watching right now for all you know.
I wish you would come. I wish you would, but I especially how I went in on. I sincerely doubt it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows what he needs to do as a player. And that should be the number one focus. This ain't even, about the jokes. I want guys that's going to play football. The game is about football. It's not about his energy. Is that energy or something a plus? And in certain situations, it can be. It can be. When you need a guy that's like, y'all down, you need somebody that, pat on your back and like, come on, guys, jumping up and down, like get that first down and he animated. Like, of course, certain situations call for it. Like I said, bro.
Look, ATL Joe said I only seen him make one catch since he's been on the team. That's exactly how many catches he had last year. Ooh, all right, Trey, man. What you got, bro?
Man. I was gonna say, bro, we got enough energy on the team. We got that in the wide receiver room in itself, boy. Go learn how to make some routes. That is one of the worst route runners I've ever seen in a Falcons uniform in years. I mean, every play you see this man, he got locked up by a linebacker Saturday. Who was it?
Wasn't Devin Lloyd, was it?
No, it was. They put him in the slot and he got locked up.
Wow. I just want to ask this question: am I being
so?
I
What
really want to know that. I really want to know that.
What you're telling me? So what you're telling me is he's on the Laterrence Dunbar side of the game.
Basically, he ain't good at nothing.
Damn,
go be a comedian. That's what he need to do. Go be a comedian. Go be a comedian, a motivational speaker, something else. Because football, NFL football ain't for you right now, bud.
You said he about as good as Leonard Hankerson. That's what you say.
Basically.
Oh Lord! Why is LT so quiet? I thought you had something to say on that.
I really don't know what to say about Leonard Hankerson though. Leonard Hankerson. I mean, damn, man. I mean, I ain't gonna say he ain't that though. Shit. Leonard Hankerson. Jesus.
Hell, you want me to throw Loren Robinson in? Is that better?
Oh man. Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Okay, Loren Robinson. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Leonard Hankerson had no. He
I take it back. Not Aldrick Robinson.
Aldrick Robinson. Okay,
Yeah,
Aldrick
Aldrick Robinson.
He made some
can
plays
deal
when
with
needed
that.
to.
I can deal with
That's that's respectable because Aldrich Rock, like I said, Frank Darby ain't a scrub. He's not a scrub, but the problem is you don't know because you don't know if he really taking the game serious or not. Especially when you say he's talking more about his energy than actually getting better as a player.
But I never heard him say one thing. I need to develop more. I need to work on my pass. I never heard anything about him talking about actually getting better. Like I said, it's always I'm bringing that energy and tell jokes. Like, okay.
I ain't seen that one time where this man was not stopping.
Trey, you ain't shit for that. That man said he needed to be a motivational
who you gonna motivate? Who needs to be a motivational speaker?
That old Frankie.
Frankie, who the hell? He gonna motivate me to smile if after I get my ass whooped by somebody. That's what you talking about. I got my ass whooped, but guess what? I'm just gonna be chill and be happy. Nah, bro. I
just got cut, but let's smile, guys.
Oh, Reggie, he threw Ashley Laylee's name in there. Oh no.
See, he was just he was a thief. That man wasn't even trying to play football. He got the check and he was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
He said Ashley Laylee.
Ashley Laylee.
Jesus. I used to utilize when I used to trade from a man 07 utilize the hell out of him in that slot though.
Then you seen him in the actual game. It's like, damn, bro, where the hell was that speed at? Because it didn't translate to nothing. I like, boy, you averaged almost 20 yards a catch the year prior, and came here, boy, you barely got one catch a game. Boy,
y'all talking about smiling, talking about Darby doing all that smiling. I guess he playing that Kurt Franklin. Smile. Even though you're struggling now, smile.
Oh man. But like I said, at the end of the show, we gonna huddle up and we gonna choose a couple names for these cards here. So we got one more down. We got one more topic to talk about, and this is the main event for tonight. So Noah said he actually lied to him.
Oh man,
that show did lie, boy. That speed was a damn lie, boy. I'd rather had damn Mike Fury back then than Ashley Lee ass. I don't think anybody remember who Mike Fury was. Kevin Curtis.
Not Kevin Curtis.
I had Kevin Curtis. Kevin Curtis could have got down. Shoot, boy, I'd have took Ricky Pro old ass at the time. You already had Joe Horn. Shit, might would have brought in Ricky Pro.
Give me Ricky Pro. I'll take that.
Shit. But got damn, I didn't even put the damn banner. Okay, that's whatever. So the last topic of the night is me and Mike kind of elaborated on this a little bit. We got to it a little bit, and it's pretty much the main event for the night is Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett. They have and I kind of feel, and we kind of, you good, man. We kind of feel like with these two that they definitely are going to have a, how should I say, a bounce back year as far as, I ain't gonna say bounce back, but they're going to have to kind of bring it. Just going based off of what this regime's direction is going to, is like they're giving the OGs a chance. But they're watching. Mike alluded to something about Grady Jarrett. I got to see at least about 10 sacks out of him. Um, yeah, Grady Jarrett hasn't toppled 7.5 sacks since I think it was 2018.
19.
2019? Okay, 19. I'll make sure.
19.
I think 18 he had like 4.5 sacks. Yeah, 2019 he had 7.5. So we haven't seen him really get those numbers like that.
It's more a personal thing for me, not like I said. Like I know Grady does a lot of things. I like me personally. I would want to see him get 10 sacks. Like I know he can get that.
Right. So it's kind of an expectation thing. Like I say, ain't nothing, no big deal on that. And like with Deion Jones, and with the big thing about him playing with the second and third stringers in the preseason, and as far as him trying to work his way back into the game, it's more so do they need to have a breakout year to kind of prove the naysayers wrong about both of them? And I wanted to kind of get y'all's opinion on that. I'm about to say, Trey, if you want to go ahead and kick it off with that one, you go right ahead.
To be honest, I don't really think he has to have a breakout year. I mean, 10 sacks would be perfect because that's like Pro Bowl, All Pro numbers. But let's say anything around that 7.5, 8 sack range would be good enough, just because he has enough. Well, I think he has enough talent now to where if he puts that up and he's getting double teamed or a little bit more attention as usual, that opens up more rushing lanes and more blitz lanes for us. So as far as Deion, I don't really know. I don't really think he had a down year last year. I think it was more just how many missed tackles, and everybody just looked at that as a down year. I mean, he was top 10 or top 5 in tackles last year for linebackers. I know he had over 100. So
he was 11th.
Yeah, 11. Yeah. So it's like a bounce back year. Yeah, a little bit more production could be of use, especially for Grady. But it all comes down to just how the rest of the defense works, and not just him.
There goes that word right there. Even though he do it in a joking way, he proved he can make the critical tackle.
Oh my God!
Oh God! We're gonna hear a whole lot of Eric Robinson and Aaron Freeman on critical tackles this year. Let's go ahead. We're gonna notch up the tweets.
Oh my goodness, critical.
We're gonna need that. If any one of y'all know any one of these two, we need the statistical information on who led the league in critical tackles. I need to know. I still ain't got an answer on that.
Yeah. What's critical tackles? We need to know that.
And shout out to the Lonely Wolf. He said, "You guys on Landman." I was surprised he made it. He's a tackling machine, and he pretty much. I mean, everybody clamored for the bigger body linebacker, and he's exactly what that is. Well, he's about 6'1", about 240 or something like that. So he's a big dude.
Yeah.
But I think he has more of the physicality that they want. They need kind of like a backup thumper, and Landman definitely kind of fits that role. Now, Kwiatkowski, I kind of knew he wasn't gonna make the damn team just because for the simple fact that they got enough special teams guys on this team already, and they wasn't finna goddamn hold on to him.
He wasn't gonna make the team because his last name sounded like a hockey player.
Well, I guess I won't have to call him Kwiatkowski this year. So
right. Nah, but like I would the piggyback on the question that you brought up. I feel like when it comes to Grady, I don't think I'm gonna agree with Trey on this. I don't think he necessarily need 10. 10 would be nice, but I don't think he need 10. I think if he touched the sack total that he had in 2019, it'll and I think it will open. It will be like it'll be very good for the defense. I can say that. Like we've been having issues with this area for years, and I'm not saying. And I remember Mike Smith said that sacks really wasn't an important stat, and at the time when I was younger, which is like when he said it was like 10 years ago. I didn't. I thought he was like being asinine making that statement. Now I feel like it's like half and half. It's important, but it's not. And I want y'all to listen when I say this. The reason I'm saying like it's not because you clearly saw in the preseason where we didn't really get many sacks, but the fact that we was like creating pressure, like the quarterback literally having hands swinging his face was enough to like rattle him because he looking like I can't stand here long enough because I can't get a good vision on my receivers downfield. I got these guys tugging at my arm, tugging at my jersey. I'm not comfortable, and that's really one of the main things about that. Like we don't like QB us not having let QBs get comfortable in the pocket. That's gonna be a plus. For Debo, I think Debo will have to work his way back in football shape. He ain't, he wasn't being at training camp. He played his first preseason game this past preseason. So like, I know a lot of people was like, see, we see how the Debo got demoted. He had on special teams where the man need to get some win on him. He has not played no football. Like, he need to get win. Like, I tell people all the time, football shape is a different type of shape you got to be in. And if you ain't actually getting in-game reps, it ain't helping nobody. So, with that being said, him being able to get out on the field and get his conditioning back up to the way he could he could regain his starting role is gonna be very good for our defense. Him being our quarterback, him being the quarterback of our defense again, and putting guys in position because you clearly seen that in the final preseason game. That first drive said everything about Debo. The difference between Debo being on the field and off the field. On the field, everybody was on point. Nobody missed their assignment. Nobody D lineman, holding the point of attack. Linebackers scoring the whole nine. So those two guys, I won't necessarily say they have to have breakout years, but I just need them to be the guys that I know they can be in order for our defense to be successful. Because right now, I would say our safety area may be a little bit in question per se because we saw some things but not seeing too much. Our corners, man, if they can stay healthy, I'ma love watching those guys this year. I'ma love watching those guys. AJ Terrell, Casey Hayward, Isaiah Oliver, D. Alford, like those guys gonna be something to look at throughout the course of the season. It's just what can I get from Richie Grant and Jaylen Hawkins and Eric Harris and Marlowe? Like what can we get from them? So, but like I said, those two, Grady and Debo, those guys just need to be who I know they can be, and our defense is going to thrive. And that's all I got.
All right, I definitely like those takes. Noah here said Debo need to prove he has starting middle linebacker energy. Yeah. Who was the gooferton that came up with that damn phrase about certain energy? Who the hell came up with that mess? I don't damn know. So Mike,
you know exactly who did that. The same person that did
he probably sounded just like that too.
Get it together, Sam. Get it together.
It was the same person that did exactly that.
But yeah, man, you want to go ahead and kind of continue with Mike?
I would say this, man. When it comes down to Deion Jones, man, we talk about all the time having guys when things go wrong, is there a guy, and this is the importance of having, leadership and even on a show, anything can go wrong. I remember back in WWE where Jerry the King Lawler was literally having a heart attack on live air, but you would have never guessed it because was it JR? I believe it was JR. Could have been Michael Cole, but those guys, like, you would have never known anything happened because they rehearsed it. They went over. They've had dire situations, live TV, live on the point. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna freak out? Are you gonna keep talking? You got to keep calm. Like, these are the things like veterans have to deal with. If this go wrong, this is what. Put this guy in this place. Put him right here. Put her over here. Like, these are the things that Deion Jones was doing for the defense, and it allowed the defensive lineman. The defensive lineman looked so much better with Deion Jones in there. But I think they gave up like 50 yards, but like I think most of that came in the first half of the game. So Deion Jones got in there. The defense revved up. They started getting after the quarterback. They stopped the run. And these are the things that you need these veterans to do. Sometimes, like the energy, the quote unquote energy shift happens is when you got somebody there who know what the hell they talking about. How the hell am I supposed to get behind the damn Michael Walker? This motherfucker fighting for the same job I'm competing for. He ain't never been to no Pro Bowl. He ain't never had 100 tackles in a season. Why am I gonna listen to him? Why are we listening to Nathan Landman? And like I said, there's no disrespect. Why am I listening to Rashawn Evans? He just got cut just like I got cut. What the hell am I listening to him for? Why the hell we listening to a Frank Darby? Because he's jumping up and down and all this type of shit. I don't care. Deion Jones has been to the mountaintop. Grady Jarrett has been to the mountaintop. This is the reason why you want guys that's been there, because it's a certain, like you said, it's an energy, it's a confidence that they have that Deion Jones gonna put me in the right position, and you can see it. That's why Deion Jones is still on this roster. Out there, everybody, including and their mama, granddaddy, cousin, like everybody, the auntie, everybody was saying Deion Jones will be on. This man's still here. I wonder why. Why is he still here? Just saying. Gotta have guys that's actually been there. The reason why you got generals in the military. You don't put a motherfucker who ain't never been in war. Why am I? You ain't never been to war. Why do I have you leading me when you've never been to war? It's crazy. I want guys who's been there, who's done that. Deion, there's nothing Deion has not done as a linebacker. Gotten paid the big money. He has been considered as one of the best middle linebackers in the game. So, like, why would I not listen to him? So, like I said, at the end of the day, man, like, I was about to say something real disrespectful, but I'll just say at the end of the day, man, we got to stop with all these fairy tales, thinking guys just going to automatically, be good because they're at the University of Georgia, they played at Alabama. Like, this man just was drafted with a 17 pick in the draft, and they got rid of this motherfucker in 1 year.
And no, we don't want none of those problems, because if you were first round pick and got cut after 1 year, you had to be that absolute trash for that organization. Like, nah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that, though? I just wonder, how do you do that?
See, but
stop. That's just great comedic timing. Like, it's a slight, quick second of pause, and he just nonchalantly said, "How do you do that, though?" Like, that is just awesome comedic timing right there.
Exactly.
1 year, bro. 1 year.
The problem with Alex Leatherwood was they reached for him anyway because he wasn't even graded as a first round talent. At the most, maybe late.
Second. Yeah, like a late second.
In the first round, second round talent, he got drafted that high. So it's the problem. Like I said, it's just one of those things where you can take a chance on the guy, but if he doesn't fit what you have, is it really worth it to keep?
Here's what I want people to understand too. Why would you want to pick up somebody else's trash?
I don't understand that. Not to take no shots at the Discord. If you're in the Discord, you know. But a lot.
I don't give that. I don't know nobody. Nobody can whoop my ass. So yeah, I don't care who is.
Of course, ain't nobody whooping your little swole ass. Ain't nobody gonna be whooping.
So that's just what it is. Like I don't really be wanting to know that. Like, oh, we need to say so and so cut so and so. We should bring them up, but they got cut for a fucking reason.
Exactly. And when LT said y'all can't whoop his ass, y'all not whooping his ass. This motherfucker push cars for a living. So yeah, you ain't whooping his ass.
Yeah, these fools done seen me actually pull a Chevy Equinox with my own hand. So yeah,
this motherfucker bench press a Nissan Altima. So we good. Keep going, but I had to throw that in there right quick, man.
Man, like so many people talking about, hey, let's go get Sonny Michel or so and so. Dude, they're getting cut for a reason. Sonny Michel has been on 4 teams in 4 years, or 3 teams in 4 years. Like, dude, there's like you said, bro. There's a reason that these dudes are getting cut for younger guys. I mean, I understand he just won a ring last year, but that's one of the problems I had. If you just want a ring, what if you don't? What if you're not as hungry as he is anymore? Really, 2 rings, I think, because I think.
He got 2 rings. He won a championship with New England his rookie year, and he won a ring with the Rams last year. I think he got. Did he get traded to the Rams or?
Yeah, I think no. He got cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. But you know what's wild? Here's the wild part. Him and Tubb went in the same draft. The Patriots drafted him in the first round. Tubb went in the 4th round.
No, he was the very first pick in the 2nd round. I remember.
Oh, he was the first pick in the 2nd round. Okay.
Yeah, because remember, Sonny Michel was supposed to be the more versatile back. So that's why the Patriots took him over Nick Chubb. And
see how that worked out.
Let me get this real quick. This because I want to go over this. Like, I hope you guys have ever heard P say, any other coaches said Deion doesn't fit the defensive scheme. What coaches say and what they actually do, actions speak louder than words. Okay. He can say that all day if he said it. I don't remember him.
I'm about to say, when did he say that?
Yeah, I've never heard him.
No. He's asking, have you ever heard them say that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to, because we got people that's out there who actually believe this. So it's not necessarily him. I'm saying, like, the thing is, if he didn't fit the scheme and he's still with the team, then shouldn't that speak louder than what he's actually saying? Because coaches, we hear Dan Quinn always say all the time, we're gonna make the necessary changes, and we're gonna go out there and kick ass and take names, and every week it's the same shit. It's the same damn.
Just supposed to go out and get our ass beat.
Just to get the exact same way. So actions speak louder than words. If Dean Pease has said that, which I don't think he's ever said, and because I go back and watch a lot of his interviews, but he's always states that he has an idea. He has an idea of the type of linebacker that he wants, and it's speed, the ability to be smart, run to the ball, and make the tackle. That's essentially what Dean Pease wants. So it don't matter if it doesn't matter if you Deion Jones size or T1000. It doesn't matter as long as you get the job done. That's all he cares about. So that's the thing. It's like you got to look at these coaches' actions, not who they drafted in the first round, not who the guy they got in the 6th or 7th round. It's who they are playing, what they're doing when these guys are on the field. If Deion Jones is still here after 2 years, why are we still talking about does he fit in the scheme? Obviously, he does if he's still here. So, like I said, it's not Raymond. You know what I'm saying? It's not him. Idea. It's the idea that that I'm going at. Because I don't know how many times we have to keep saying this.
I'm about to say you didn't just say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
Yeah.
We're mad. We're about to go out there, kick ass, and take names. We're about to be fast and physical.
We about to be fast and physical. Just to go out there and get our ass, get Matt Ryan hit 15, 20 times, and the defense give up 400 yards and 150 yards in the run game. Man, come on, man. What we talking about?
Guys, we going back and go to the drawing board, and we're a little bit pissed off. We're pissed off as a team, and we're gonna go back to the drawing board. We're gonna come back and we're gonna play better football next week, and we're gonna be fast and physical. Just for us to lose by 20 points the very next damn week. Like, come on, bro.
Just give us one more chance, and we'll make sure not to blow the lead too much next week. Instead of it being 25 this time, we're gonna make it 20. Okay.
I might like a sleep number bed had more toughness than what Dan Quinn was preaching.
Bruh, come on, man. Come on.
If anybody in this chat have been in my spaces, you notice the little subtle shots that I've taken towards that regime, because like he talked and preached, being a false prophet of fast and physical, and yet, but here's the thing, he did that, and when you watch the team on TV now, what are they?
Fast and physical.
But did you hear Dean Pease or Arthur Smith say that anytime? Point exactly.
We ain't had no brotherhood moment, little chant, no rise up chant. Let's go out there and
Nah, when Devontae Freeman got his little ass yoked up by Aaron Donald, I said the brotherhood was over right there because nobody came to his defense. I said the brotherhood over right there. He picked his ass up like a action figure, boy. Not a kid. He picked his ass up like an action figure, like something you get on Christmas morning. Like, what do you see the rest of the team doing? Like,
walking to the sideline.
Why ain't finna fuck with him? You see what he did to Devontae? And then
he picked Devontae up. Right? He said, "There's a snake in my boot."
Going down on the riverside, I got a snake in my boot. A snake in my boot. What?
I'm just saying, man, that's just what we saw. Like, this man picked this dude up like he was to take him to the damn crib. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. What the hell?
He turned his ass into a gummy bear with that pickup, boy. And then like I said, you saw the rest of the guys. They like, they waited until about 7 Rams got on the field. Let's go get it now. I'm like, dude, the battle's already over. Y'all literally sat here and got punked out.
Dude, there was no toughness on this team prior.
Right. They gave up on that man. I'm gonna just be completely honest. They gave up on that man after that week, maybe even before that. I feel like, really, I don't even think it was that. I think it was that. I'm
gonna keep it a buck with you. It was before that, because Justin Hardy. Yeah. I'll never forget when we blew that lead against Dallas in 2020, bro. Justin Hardy put out that tweet that he put out, it told me everything I need to know right then and there.
What he put out?
Basically, like he didn't necessarily go into detail, but he basically was like that brotherhood mess with some bull. It wasn't like that since the Super Bowl.
Do you hear the storyline behind that since the Super Bowl?
He got rid of a lot of people from that staff.
Coaching staff.
A lot of people.
It was about Dan Quinn and his ego.
But yet I got people on Twitter trying to cap for this man. But if you don't get
Oh Lord, don't remind me of that. Dan Quinn was one of the biggest egomaniacs this franchise had ever had. Like I said, I think as an egomaniac, I think he might have been actually worse than Rex Ryan.
I don't know about that.
At least Rex though. Hold on, at least Rex was like out with his. He was trying to be too subtle with it.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It was like I said. When you talk about Rex Ryan as far as his ego, it was more so to protect the team.
But he actually did something though. But
he did something.
Ego for you ain't did shit.
But what?
I'm not arguing. I'm actually agreeing, motherfucker. Damn. I'm not arguing with you.
Nah, but yeah, you right about that though. Like you said, Rex Ryan, like I said, he had the players back and he backed up what he said. I mean, sometimes he put his foot in his mouth, but he will agree when he put his foot in his mouth. Dan Quinn, on the other hand, was like, hey, gosh darling, we are going to play hard today. And then behind the scenes, like, man, these sorry motherfuckers. I'm gonna get rid of all these.
We're gonna get some really good coaches in here, and we're gonna, improve the team in different aspects. And we go ahead and proceed to go out and get Sark, the guy who he can pretty much control. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even though Sark was a pretty good offensive, but he brought Sark in to be a Kyle Shanahan clone rather than actually be Sark.
Right. Because they can control him because, hell, he was just coming off his alcoholic bench. Shoot, he needed a job.
Damn, you didn't have to go there, man.
Am I lying, though?
You're not lying.
I ain't gonna lie, because I damn sure for the duration of the seasons, I made AA meeting jokes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did. Shit. It is what it is. I damn sure said that man was on the sideline. That mother was on the sideline. He was taking shots at their moonshot on the field balls. I can
but as much as we talk about Sark and Matt Ryan had the best year of his career under Steve Sarkisian, statistic wise. Mm-hmm. Think about that for a second.
That man call you cheap shot case.
Bruh, he just can't. Remember, he had the issues with the alcohol.
He did.
Alcoholics Anonymous before he came with the Falcons. And he needed a job. He needed a second chance. The Falcons gave him a second chance. Dan Quinn got the control.
Texas, y'all better thank us for him. Texas, thank us. Because if it wasn't for the Falcons, y'all wouldn't even have Sark.
Yeah, nah, he'd be somewhere.
I don't know what the hell he'd be to be real.
Drinking some Everclear in the woods somewhere.
I said that went on perfect. Oh my god. Oh wow.
But yeah, man. Hey man, so.
Go ahead and get there.
Let's go.
Right now.
Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and put a little music on right quick, Mm-hmm. And since I might keep the same music. So we have two. Now I'm gonna have to ask Mike on how I get this to work because this is a brand new concept to me. So we have two Fanatics gift cards for the 1K celebration that I never did because we had so much news and that was more important. I'm about to randomly pick a couple names here, but the thing about it is you gotta go to my Twitter channel, my not channel, goddamn it, ain't no channel, my Twitter page, handle, whatever the hell you call it. I almost said goggle like damn
What a goggle.
What the hell you on?
You remember when Sam was calling that goggle for like a whole goddamn show?
Yeah. What the hell
Bro.
are you talking about?
So you go to just 6MK. Now we're gonna randomly pick some names here because I ain't got no set names here, but you gotta go to just 6MK on Twitter. Message me, and I'll give you the codes to these cards. And now for the future presentation. Like I said, I'm sitting here doing the I'm showing y'all what I'm doing. I'm just doing the scroll up and down and just blindly pointing fingers at whoever get what. I can't see shit. All right, so I'm looking this way. I gotta see my phone here. Oh, this is a pretty wall right here too. While I'm at it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Man, my sport. Hey, the lucky winner.
Man, you disqualified from this, bro. I ain't making your money.
Right.
Oh Lord. Somebody said I got a shiny ass forehead. You goddamn right, so you can see my thoughts is shining. So first guy we gonna give this to is Mucho Grande. You are the first one, so you better hit me up on Twitter. Like I told you, I'm showing y'all the process here. And you better do it within the next 30 minutes. Because if you don't, we're going to have to do this all over again. So remember, that's just 6MK on Twitter. Now, we got the phone here. All right. Let's see. We got one more. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that share button. Make sure you hit that like. God, man, come on. One more time, bro. Come on.
I mean, all I'm saying is, like, as the music plays, I'm like slowly taking off my clothes, doing the sexual strip tease.
Man, good, bro.
It's like I'm going back to my stripping days.
Yo, stripping days.
Yeah, they
So you
call
went
me
from
sweet little back in the day.
So you went from hoeing and towing. See, you made me about to forget what the fuck I was doing with that goofy ass shit. And the other winner is let's get the drum roll, please. We gonna go with Isaac Crimes. This ain't the first time. This ain't the last time we doing this. So.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna do this.
We gonna keep them. We gonna do these. So y'all better stay tuned. And like I said, y'all better definitely hit that case, that 6-man K Styles membership, where we can really be doing those over there.
Yeah.
So like I said, this ain't the only time this is gonna happen. Mike, go ahead and put my Twitter handle.
I already it's in there.
Okay.
All they have to do is hit
So
the link.
Mucho Grundy, Isaac Crimes, hit the Twitter page.
Let me do it again.
And I will give you the code to the card. Fanatics $25. So if you need a hat or a shirt, you can put the code in and you get $25 off of that motherfucker. You pay the rest. Don't say I ain't help y'all or nothing. So, but like I said, this is just the first time we're doing this. It might be doing some better stuff. Yeah, like I said, I might actually do Falcon memorabilia or hell. And it pains me to do it. I might do Georgia memorabilia too. So I do whatever team you want, like I said. But we gotta get the memberships up there too. So, like I said, it is $4.99 membership. So we appreciate y'all tuning in to the 6-man convo.
Mm-hmm.
So we ain't here to play.
No, sir.
We here to stay.
Ooh, yeah.
You ain't gotta go home.
But they gotta get the hell up out of here.
Okay.
Deuce.
Next, I say it to you like this. Next time I may be giving away some actual money. So y'all pay attention.
Ooh. Oh, I know they love money.
Before we go, y'all know K-Styles dreads look like arachnophobia.
Oh my
All
God.
right, I'm out.
I know this dude ain't down here talking with that.
No
That motherfucker look like he brushed his beard with one of them wooden forks you find at your grandmama's house.
Hey, that's fine.
Man, how we get this motherfucker started?
Hey, let y'all know this is what we do all the time. So this ain't nothing.
Arthur plus Jones, all the damn time.
So tune in tomorrow for heavy hitters.
Oh yeah.
Deuces. Y'all better hit that Twitter page up or we're gonna start this all over again.